So Kendrick Lamar had sat down with Ebro and Nadeska to do an Apple Music halftime show interview, before the Super Bowl. And Kendrick had spoke about a few things. They asked him a few questions. It was a pretty good interview, and he tried to give some insight about a couple things in regards to GNX as well as the halftime performance. One interesting thing that they had asked him is what we should expect to see for his halftime performance. They had asked several questions. They asked him about the album. They asked him about the beginnings of his career all the way up until now. And it's probably like the final question where Ebro had asked him about what the fans are going to see for this performance at the Super Bowl. Highly anticipated performance. And everybody's been waiting to see what it is that Kendrick's going to do, what the production is like, how he's going to prepare this for the people, for the public in the world's biggest stage. And his response on how he's going to do the halftime show, he said it would be more of a story or storytelling. I'm going to play the clip right now.
I got one more thing for you, Kendrick, before we go to our friend here, Hayes Arthur. What should people expect to see and understand about Sunday's performance?
Storytelling. I think I've always been very open about storytelling through all my catalog and my history of music, and I've always had a passion about bringing that on whatever stage I'm on. Whether it's a war tour or whether it's 500 people at Key Club, I've always had a format. So I like to always carry on that sense of make people listen, but also see and think a little.
I think this is going to be one of those performances where people are going to be digging up Easter eggs for
years to come. Even when it's not an Easter egg, people will make it whatever.
We'll definitely be looking for Easter eggs. We'll definitely be looking for Easter eggs in this interview here, in this performance here. I know Kendrick Lamar is definitely going to give us that wow factor. Let us really know that PG Lang is the best to do it. Like he said, PG Lang are the people that are basically in the production of this show. We saw Top Dog there. We saw Dave Free there. And Kendrick is basically saying that PG Lang had free control of everything when it comes to the production of the halftime show. Everything that we see at the halftime show is going to be PG Lang inspired. Kendrick Lamar is saying that it's going to be storytelling. Is something that makes me look forward to this event even more, because now with the catalog that he has and the way that PG Lang is setting this up, it's almost like the songs that he select are going to tell a specific story. What we see and what they do in the performance is also going to tell us a story. And he says he likes to tell a story in his music. And it's going to be similar to what we see at the Super Bowl halftime show. So I'm sure we're going to see something that's going to give a message of some sort to the people. I think it's just more than just listening to Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. I think it's more than just that. I believe it might be a message in the performance that they want to send to the people. Taking this time, taking this opportunity, not only to perform Not Like Us, the biggest and most successful diss track that there is in history, but also give us a story with a message. And I wonder what the story is. I wonder what the message can be. A lot of things that were said in this interview were things like respect the art form, was also things like having integrity and authenticity, being yourself at all times. I'm wondering if the things that Kendrick had said in this interview are going to reflect at the halftime performance. There was a lot of things that he reflected on in this interview that make me think, are those the things that he's going to talk about? I'm not too sure, but it's still a good message all around. A lot of things were said, a lot of things were definitely said. I know Kendrick Lamar is a successful artist, and I know he's really good at storytelling. The kind of story that he's going to tell with this performance, your guess could be as good as mine. And I think he's going to tell the story with the songs that he picks, but also having to entertain the people with the songs that he selects as well. I think the visual aspect of things in the Super Bowl is what's going to matter a lot as well. There's going to be a lot of moving parts. There's going to be a lot of theatrics, a lot of dancing, I'm assuming, a lot of choreography, but there's a message. There's a message. None of it is just there. I know they were trolling or joking with the Easter egg thing, but I really do believe that when they do that, that there is going to be some Easter eggs, bro. I really do think that there's going to be some type of clues that he's going to put in there for the people to see. Just like the Canadian tucks, just like the certain things that he does, I feel like we're going to see some of that in this halftime performance. I think the songs that he's going to play are going to have a unique position, are going to be played at a specific time to represent something, possibly. So I'm looking forward for Kendrick to tell us a story. I'm looking forward for what kind of story he's going to be telling us when he does this halftime performance. Regardless of what it is, bro, I'm super excited. Y'all can tell me how you feel about this segment of the interview. I really enjoyed the interview. I was wishing that Nadeska and Ebro would ask a lot more, but I'm not sure if they were limited to certain questions. And I'm pretty sure they didn't want to get messy, right? But it's like they said, we're not going to see Kendrick do an interview for a while, bro. So the fact that they missed asking him some real hard-hitting questions, I wish they asked him more questions about the beef, honestly. That's me just being messy, though. I know that they weren't really going to do that, but at least they asked about GNX, and at least they asked about the Super Bowl performance. Y'all can tell me how you feel about this and get back to me, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video, man. Peace. Keep it a legend.